Last year, MPC Youth Ministry had the opportunity to serve with Appalachia Service Project at their location in Jonesville, Virginia. We took a handful of teenagers to spend their spring break serving with this outstanding ministry partner. Our experience was edifying to our minds and spirits as we worked diligently to serve people in need. I'm here with a few of them so that we can share some reflections on our experience and help bring perspective on what we're going to do on our next service project this spring. Before we begin, I'd like to offer a little bit of perspective on what ASP does. ASP is an organization that's been serving Central Appalachia for over 50 years, equipping volunteers, particularly young people like yourselves, to serve people in need by helping make their homes warmer, safer, and drier. They organize thousands of youth to participate each year, and their mission is made clear in this short clip that ASP made in 2018.
When gasoline prices rise, I make one less trip to Starbucks or something. A family living in Central Appalachia that's living in poverty, the first thing they usually put off is maintenance on their home.
I truly am disabled. We can't afford to go out and fix the things we truly need to fix, not with my resources nor with the knowledge I had.
I have seen homeowners who weren't able to get to the hospital because they didn't have a safe way to get out of their house.
The solution is to fix their homes, to make their homes warm, safe, and dry, where families don't have resources. And those two resources would be materials to do the repairs and other people reaching out in love and care to come and to do the work.
Something incredibly powerful about the fact that it is routed around young people and empowering them.
The people that come out of our house, they were unreal. It takes somebody special to do this.
And I just appreciate each one of them more than I know how to say.
We do major repairs now, fixing foundations, adding bathrooms, drilling wells, putting in septic tanks.
ASP does home repair, disaster recovery, new home construction. We have a year-long fellowship program and a junior high and middle school program.
I am so thankful that we can stay here now and, not have any fear of falling through the floor or breaking a leg.
Living in this one is unreal compared to the old one. I look forward to coming home now. ASP, they changed our whole life. They really did. It's amazing what these people do.
I wish everyone could experience this, whether it's for a weekend or a week. I'm so glad there's programs like ASP that allow us to walk the talk.
It just makes faith come alive in very powerful ways.
A roof is something that is easy to fix. When that roof gives a family a chance to play and learn and love and laugh together, we've done something that is of cosmic importance.
What are some things that you all learned from your experience at ASP?
Well, one thing I learned was how to lay down flooring.
Yes, we all learned how to do that. One of the particular challenges with that project was that the group who came in previously had laid it down backwards. And so we learned how to cut things very precisely because we kind of had to make things work a little bit differently than they were supposed to. So that was an interesting experience.
We also had to learn how to do drywall, which that took a while, and you had to put the little, what was it, the drywall down? And then,
like the tape?
Yeah, the tape.
Yeah.
That was kind of tough.
Yeah, that takes some skill. Yeah. What else did you guys learn?
I feel like it gave another perspective to what other people's lives are like and how they could need help like this in the form of ASP.
Yeah, and going off of that, it just shows how fortunate we are for what we have right now and to just be grateful for what you do have.
One of the things that we did learn also in one of the evening talks that they had was about food deserts and how it's difficult way up in the mountains to get good produce and things. And so I think that particular community was another one that kind of suffers from that issue.
Yeah.
What moment during the trip do you think had the biggest impact on you, and why would you say it had an impact?
I'd say the biggest impact was when we were, helping at the house, putting on the flooring, seeing the people that were that like lived there like really happy, like they had like a smile on their face and you were happy, and it was nice to help people out.
Yeah, I think it was nice and satisfying to see the floor all done and like the trimming, and see how it made the place look better, and how, yeah, just the people were happy with it.
Probably one of the bigger moments for me was, even though it came out of a situation where made some mistakes and blew a circuit in the family's house that we were serving, because we were trying to do some electrical work, and well, I was trying to do some electrical work, and I was a little in over my head, to be honest. But out of that came an opportunity to get to know the family a little better. The mother was
she was like sick, and the
I
dad
can't
was
remember
always somewhere else.
What she was suffering from, but she was not able to get out of bed. And then the dad was a retired pastor who also worked in the logging industry. We got to go down with Heather and get some food with her, because they weren't able to cook that evening because of the mistake that we had made.
Yeah. And
turns out later that the circuit breaker could have just been turned back on. But, so we learned a few things. I learned several things from that experience.
When we first got there, like we first talking, that's like the first time I ever heard like of a southern accent, and like those southern accents were very, very strong. We went to like a drive-in, and the waitress had an even stronger accent, and it was very crazy.
Yeah, it's a lot different than up here. So it was cool to experience what their kind of daily life was like too, and hear what they sound like.
I don't wonder what they think when they hear us talk to them, you know?
These Northerners.
Yeah.
That's right. How did the experience of going on this mission trip change your perspective on service or community?
Helping people and they bring a smile to their face, like that, like really like made me feel like happy, you know. That's like a better feeling than like getting like a present that you really wanted for like Christmas. And
I think going on the service project helped change my point of view on service, because I feel like I've always thought like, oh, I'm just a kid, like I couldn't help somebody that much. But the ASP kind of gets you halfway, or like they provide you with the materials and stuff, and then you can actually like really, really help people with the work that you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I think that's a big part of what we do as a congregation as well, is staff like myself, we're doing our best to equip the congregation with the tools that you guys need in order to do these kinds of things. Just like ASP, kind of like you said, going halfway, it's just, this is how you can do it, and we're going to let you serve. And one thing that they specifically do is, even though we didn't do everything perfectly, and the groups that came before didn't do everything perfectly, the job still got done.
Yeah.
We weren't the only ones that were there to serve, and ASP is always organizing new groups and making sure that work gets done for those families, so that things don't fall by the wayside. And I think that's something that they do very well.
Yeah.
I'm really grateful for that. What's your fondest memory during our time in Jonesville, or even on the trip down or back up?
Just like seeing like the scenery over there, it was like really beautiful, and like the mountains and stuff. It was really awesome. And then the other thing is, there was a couple of college kids from Kent State, and they were helping out, and so I didn't really talk to them, but they were just like chucking a football around, so I just decided to throw a football with them, and then we just had a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was a fun time, kind of seeing you guys get to know the Kent State student, and they were helpful in fixing the electrical problem too.
Yeah, another thing we did was on Wednesday night, Eli brought this game. It was called Moose Master, and we just kept playing Moose Master, and Eli got like it was Everett. He got the one where like you had to do the moose call, and Eli had to like have his eyes closed, and Everett just kept putting his hands up like this. Eli got like 7 like those rule cards. It was pretty wild.
I'm glad that you guys had a good time with that.
A lot of fun. Yeah. My like favorite memory there is walking around the place and like getting to like explore what they have to offer there. Just seeing like the scenery, like what you said, it's really cool there. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like it's up on a mountain too, so like you
Yeah.
can see these other places, and like there's like those swings, like the couch swings. What are
Oh,
those?
Yeah,
yeah.
they have wooden like
Oh man, I
on
can't forget the
chains
word.
benches that you can swing on. Those are cool. I thought playing the get to know you games on the way down,
Yeah.
yeah.
it helped that we were in a rental vehicle
Yeah, that was a nice. That was a nice
instead
car.
of the church bus. That was a good call on our
Oh
part.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Funny
agree.
memory. Remember when the trailer came off the back?
Oh yes,
Oh, that was funny.
we did.
Oh my gosh.
I did attach the trailer a little bit hastily on the way back to our location from the work site. Did a lot of learning experiences,
that-
like double checked that the trailer's actually hooked up. That's
Yeah.
That
You know-
when we were leaving the place.
Yeah.
Yeah, as we were leaving the
Okay.
the
oh
work
yeah.
site, Heather's house.
Yeah, remember there was like a dog that was
Yeah.
like chained.
yeah.
there.
Yes,
And it
the
had a
dog
really-
kept chasing us.
Really, really, really long chain.
It was very long.
Yeah.
Then there's always like cats.
He was
out there,
friendly,
too.
but
There's
a little too friendly because we
There was
didn't want to run
another
him
dog
over.
that there was. It was in the backyard, and then there was like cats all around.
Oh, yeah. I forget what their cat's name was.
I don't
but-
remember.
I don't remember if it was a he or a she, but it was really pretty.
What advice would you give someone who's considering coming on an ASP trip?
If you're considering coming on an ASP trip, you definitely should do it. It's really cool, and like you learn like skills about doing like home renovations and stuff that like ordinarily you would never know. And I think it's really good knowledge to have. And yeah, it's just really cool.
You do learn a lot of things that you don't really learn unless you like have a job like that. But you also like get to like seeing a newest perspective on like life down there and like how other people go through. And you know that happens like everywhere, but you don't really see that until you like help someone who's in like an not ideal situation like those people were in.
Yeah, there's a lot of poverty in that particular area, like we were talking about. And yeah, it is a different perspective when you are actually in that situation. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I think just like helping the people, it's so nice to see how happy they are, like when you're there and helping them out and getting to know them. That's awesome.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for sitting in and talking about the trip.
Yeah, no problem.
And,
Yeah, thank you.
I'm really looking forward to the next one.